to work against, right? Right now, it's very clear they have a good counter against TK in terms of style, but we'll see how long they keep up and how they adapt if they do make it in.
That's very, very true. I'm excited. Maybe some new blood. We had
almost already over.
Get in.
I mean, a very quick ban and protects.
Yeah, I mean, they're just going through. They know.
Okay.
I mean, they just know what they want to do. The stock's gone again. Active camo's gone.
Overdrive made it through?
I thought, well, can we see it again? I thought Overdrive came off. Mind, yeah, it did. So Kinetic will be one of those top ones. Heatwave's going to be in as well. Overclock does leak through, so Overclock with the combination of Kinetic maybe can lead to some big plays for these guys, but we'll see if there's any surprises coming through the Specialist draft. So far, pretty normal stuff.
Yeah, I mean, even the Specialist draft, it seems like both sides just know. They're like, all right, let's just get into the game, figure it out from there. Very different angles, of course, for both teams. Looking at this uplink, we've discussed, the easier side to attack and things like that. But what other kind of mini-skill points are there that we want to watch out for from evac?
Let's take a look at attacking the other side. So we're trying to score over near the goal right next to the helipad. First thing you want to identify where the main spawns are going to be for the other team, assuming you push right through glass. And they'll spawn right here in your kitchen. So I'm assuming that, we have the neutral drone here. If you pick it up and push forward, that's where the other team is going to be spawning more often than not. So this is your ideal setup to try to get that spawn trap going and to get the rally train coming in. This is the most important position to hold, in my opinion. If you get somebody like Royalty in that spot, you could only imagine the types of damage he could do. I mean, just look at this direct line of sight he's going to have on these players as they rotate back off respawn to get onto that platform. If he's able to maintain control of that angle, there's no way that defending team can rotate back, and maybe they're forced to overextend after that. But where you want your other players, I think if you get one guy kind of pushed up near these mid doors, this gives him a lot of mobility. He could push out, help these guys over the drone. He could rotate back, cover the Z staircase in the middle. Just have one guy controlling top glass. He could see if anybody, because sometimes if you push forward, if you block off spawns, if you push onto this platform, sometimes they'll spawn out. So this guy could just maintain safety and hold on to that position. But be on the lookout for that setup. If you maintain control of that, you could get a lot of points on the board.
I mean, my big question now, having seen KingPapey in action live here on stage on a LAN setting, will they ever stop moving in this uplink? I mean, they're just all over the place. It looks like, sure, we talk about how it's nice to hold these parts and whatnot, but I think they're so confident they're just going to keep charging through.
And, CTF, a game mode that I think patience and slow play can pay off at times. Uplink, not the case. Aggression is going to pay off, especially when you're winning gunfights like they have been. This is as scary as it gets right now. I mean, Uplink, I think, takes as much teamwork as any game mode.
Yeah, I agree.
In this, I don't know how you take it if you're TK. I want to have some faith, but it's the way the first two games have gone. How do you not favor KingPapey in this?
All right. Well, like we said before, it's not over just yet. We are going into map 3, but we've had some other results earlier in the day, so a little too early to call still. I know. We've seen how it's turned out so far, but now we're going into that uplink on evac. KingPapey leading 2-0 in the final relegation match against TK. Will they continue to make it a 3-0, possibly a 4-0? Let's find out as we jump into the game with Courage and Mr. X.
Evac Uplink will be map 3 between these two squads. You saw the ban and protects. Obviously, TK still getting rid of that Man of War. But, Matt, I'm just going to be blunt here. I think that the map draw that KingPapey got for this one with Evac and then Breach CTF are two fast-paced, hectic maps that I think will work out in their favor.
Let's be real, Jack. These first two games have not been pretty.
They have not. Well, if you're a fan of KingPapey, they are. But if you're a fan of TK.
Even though, if you're a fan of KingPapey, the first two games have not been pretty to watch. They have just dominated from start to finish. This is really TK's chance to make an impact, win this uplink, potentially extend that series further. You see Johnny, though, picking up a two-piece after a nice start from KingPapey. Example picking up another, and right there, TK gets off to a nice start, just not able to make anything happen out of it, and it was really two players from KingPapey able to take out all four.
Pressure now coming back in from KingPapey as they've gotten control of top glass. Shots going down from Nelson, not going to work out there. Beautiful stuff from Mbos, who at least gives some positioning in favor of Team Kaliber. Royalty now tagged up. They've spotted him on the map. How does he like to play this one? Does spot the player rotating into pool. He's got help from examples as well. Johnny still alive on the map. This looks like it's going to be a drone pickup. It's going to be Theory, the last remaining line of defense for TK near that glass side. Thankfully, though, off the spawn, it's Neslo, the brick wall they need, stopping this push from KingPapey.
We'll see the drone getting picked up by Neslo. Looks like they're going to take this one over on the overextension. TK playing from the least favorable side of the two, just trying to get some points on the board, and then hopefully in the next half really blow the game open. Johnny getting off to another hot start, and Sharp starting slow yet again. He's 0-3 at this moment in time. Got off to a bad...
I don't know what Sharp's doing, but I like it.
I mean, he's going to try and hit this wall run. He's going to go for a one-point play. He's going to connect with it, so TK takes the lead here. He's able to win a gunfight as well against Nelson, so good, nice play there from Sharp. He definitely needed it for his own confidence.
That was actually sick. Beautiful movement to stay alive on that wall run. Caught the timing. That worked out in his favor. Another one-point toss. TK up 2-0 as they begin to show some signs of life. But how long can they keep this up as Royalty and Squad come off the respawn?
Yeah, I mean, they win a few gunfights. They get the guys on this KingPapey team a little quiet. We saw that in the earlier series where one team was loud. It was the H2K series. They got really loud. Saw Team Liquid really start to shut down. And if TK can gain some momentum, the fans here in the studio audience all behind Team Kaliber. You see a nice beat down there by Theory to save a one-point play at least. TK can take the momentum in this match.
They most certainly can. Theory now with this objective. He'll begin to rotate it towards his kitchen side. TK do clear their base. They've got teammates spawning up, and it's time for another aggressive push towards the KingPapey base. First blood in favor of Royalty. The drone now outside of the map. It's going to be Sharp with the objective. Oh, you fancy, huh? He's getting... Okay, well...
he's going for the same thing yet again.
He's just going to keep doing this same triangle-type formation. Tosses the one, connects with it. I don't know what he's doing there, but it's working, so keep doing it.
But Royalty's going to pick up a kill over at Big Door. Now it's going to be teammates of Royalty's trying to push over towards that drone. It's actually going to be Royalty rotating back through those middle stairs. Now they're going to try and make a push over towards the AC side of TK's base, and this could get ugly. If KingPapey can get control of it here, they could put some points on the board. You're going to see Nelson throw the drone down, not able to win a gunfight. Neslo picks up 3, and now it's going to be the drone in the hands of Mbos. TK going on the offensive yet again.
Nice use of kinetic armor by Neslo. He's been a monster so far this game, covering that L wall area. He'll just continue to play that corner, get the first kills for his team, and they're able to hold off their base. Now examples with the objective. He tries to toss it to Neslo. Neslo's having none of it, though. He's on a 5 streak. Make it 6! Oh, Neslo! Turning up now in Game 3, showing TK they're not out of this one yet. They still have a 3-0 lead on the less favorable side. Pressure now still coming in. Sharp doing what he can to stay alive. You just need Sharp to hang with the slaying power of the opposing team, get some kills in your middle map. He's got Heatwave as well, doesn't like to use it, but it's Bose now on a 3 streak to follow that kill on up. Can't get the 4th. Examples now on a 4 streak of his own as he'll begin to push up this
He doesn't need to pick up the drone here. He needs to wait to get his teammates over and start to slay out. And he's 350 away from that lightning strike. Not really in striking distance, but Neslo gets shut down before. He was doing really nice things on a 6 streak. He gets shut down, I believe, only 200 away from the lightning, so really close, elected not to play for it. And you see TK is going to win a lot of engagements in the kill feed. Sharp now using Heatwave, does not connect with the player in the mid stairs. Then he picks up the drone, just throws it for yards. Not the best play there out of Sharp.
Almost more like a panic Heatwave. It's happened to the best of us, as you just kind of hope it reaches your opponent. Unfortunately there it doesn't, but either way though, TK still up by 2 possessions. Mbos brings out the Annihilator to try to close out this half. He will fall, but it looks like it has kind of pushed back this push for just long enough to possibly go into the half with KingPapey being scoreless, which is exactly what you wanted to see if you're a TK fan. And Neslo's shot right now is just crispy at 15 and 11.
Yet again, Bose second on the team in kills.
Yes.
I mean, just does not...
Yes, he is.
I mean, you need some consistent play out of Theory and Sharp. One of those guys needs to go
couple
off.
Streaks. I saw a couple streaks from KingPapey.
Yeah, you can't rely on Bose. I mean, the guy has not been playing competitive Call of Duty recently. I mean, he's been playing some S&Ds. Obviously, Bose knows how to play at the highest level. We've seen him in almost every pro league in the past, but...
The man that got 3rd at Call of Duty Champ.
Right, yeah. Bose, pretty talented player.
Yeah, most certainly is. Starting up the second half of this one, TK up 3-0 to give themselves potentially their first game of this series. They need to hold on for 5
more
minutes.
Look at the side of KingPapey. You have 3 specialist abilities. Example doesn't have his ability up, but he has a Lightning and a Hellstorm. Well, so we'll see how that comes into play, whether they use it on the defensive side of things or whether they can use it offensively, try and put some points on the board. And you see Johnny with some nice use of the site there. It's going to be Royalty with the drone in hand, trying to make a play. Bose with a great defensive stand, but it's still Johnny with that sight. Goes for the 1-point throw, and he's going to whip that one. The drone in the back of the TK base. They're going to start to run this one out.
He missed somehow with the drone. Sharp gonna pick up that objective. Lightning strike gets called in. Examples does take down 2. Oh, Sharp's gonna get fancy again on the lower wall runs this time. Floating on through the ivy. Getting tagged up in the back, still somehow alive. Okay, now he's looking through windows. Finally does get taken down, but he'll take an opponent with him. Nelson does fall off the map. 19-11 performance right now from Johnny. A Tempest has been brought out. It looks like that's in the hands of Royalty. He gets one, tries to push up for more, whiffs that first shot. Can't connect with the second as well. And that push just gets stopped, and Sharp shuts him down with the heat wave. Beautiful
with the way
stuff
he's
right
been
there.
shooting with the Tempest, I expected him to pick that kill off through the heat wave.
Oh,
Sharp with drone in hand, he's going to throw it down, wait for a teammate to follow him up. But fantastic stuff from Team Kaliber this far.
4 dead.
Theory is going to pick up 2. You see Example staying alive.
Now 4 dead.
Now it's going to be Bose trying to connect with that 1-point throw. Doesn't go in. He's going to have to chase this drone down. Does he have enough time to put in a 2-point play? He misses it. He's gone.
Oh, no!
I thought he was going to be able to put it in, but Bose stopped just short. You see Sharp trying to put some pressure on Big Door, but look at this, the drone going on the overextension. This is one KingPapey could turn into points.
Most certainly. Nelson, he was loud and yelling at the start of the series. Now he's triple negative. You don't hear too much from him. His team's still down, and that's another whiffed 1-point play. So what really should be a game that at a scoreline might be like 5-2 in favor of Team Kaliber because of the missed dunk and the 2 missed 1-pointers from KingPapey. It's still a scoreless game from KingPapey, as right now, it's not even like TK are leading really in the slaying department. I think it's even between these two teams. They're just doing a better job of taking this drone and getting it up the map.
And TK has control of the KingPapey base. This should at least be a 1-point play. You see Sharp picking up 1 in the kill feed. You see Bose going to go for the 1-point throw. Like the decision to play it safe by Bose. Was not 100% certain he was going to get the 2-point play, so he elected to go for the 1. It's going to make it a 2-possession game. This would be big if Theory can get another score here. He's going to line up the shot. He's going to knock it down. You see Examples pick him up, but this is one that TK looks to be taking.
This is a great decision right now for Membos. They have no idea he's here, but unfortunately, he gets spotted, doesn't see the player pushing towards top green. 3-possession lead for Team Kaliber. 2 minutes, 15 seconds remaining. They just can't let it fall apart now. Nice use of heat wave there by Sharp. Examples now moving up with his objective. He's got 1 player to beat. Won't happen as of yet. Guess who it is? It's Mbos holding off to the base. Now 17-17. Shout out to Bose, man. He's more than held his own in this one. Money B back on the main stage, making his presence known right now. As it's 5-0 TK.
Bose has been massive on the defensive side of things. I mean, he picks up those kills in Big Door, that 2-piece with the RK5. That stops potentially a 1-point play, and right there, Examples going in for 2, and Bose picks up another 2-piece and shuts it down. Some fantastic play by Mbos.
You could just see they're continuing to hold. All TK fans on the edge of their seat. Remember, this is a best of 7. If TK lose this map, they're not done yet, but I mean, that's basically, you're asking to lose a series then if you still have to face 2 S&Ds against this team, and potentially you're just 1 map away from losing. It's not what you want to have. As Neslo's just trying to hold, he'll continue to get aggressive. This is what I love so far about TK on this half. They always have someone at the pillar. Neslo gets 1. Even though he can't find the second, it's still working out. Nice shots from Examples, but he's traded by Theory. Now Sharp with this drone, he's just going to buy more time. TK, they might do it, Matt. They might take map 3.
Yeah, and on the side of KingPapey, you got good games.
I love Sharp, man.
You got good games out of Examples and Johnny, but Royalty had 2 big games to kick things off.
6-0.
Not a great game from him. Nelson, an even worse game. You see another strong game out of Neslo. He's been performing all series long, but I really think Bose has done a fantastic job filling in this far. 20 kills, 21 deaths with some big kills on the defensive side of things. And this one looks like it's going to go to TK.
Oh, most certainly. I went on Twitter, all I was seeing, Royalty's a god. Royalty's a god. What is up with this team? Well, guess what? Even gods can bleed. 14-23. Nelson, double negative as well. Guess what, Examples and Johnny? You need all 4 of your team to go big if you want to take these maps. TK, they are no slouches. They've been competitive players for years, pro players for years, and they're making their presence known. TK, they'll take map number 3 by a score of 6-0. It's a shutout. Ball is life for the TK boys.
And we're about to find a lot out about KingPapey and what they're made of. It's easy to play from that lead up 2-0, and then when things are all going right, now Royalty has a bad game, Nelson has a bad game. Those were the 2 guys getting loud. The confidence from KingPapey. Let's see how they bounce back in the next one.
You saw the smile on Money B's face. It says it all, guys. TK, they're back in this one. Take it away.
I don't know how all of you guys at home, how well you can hear it, but did you hear like people in the audience started to mimic Nelson a little bit? And it's like, you heard it. Yeah, now you hear it because Nelson was going wild in the first set, a wild again in the second set. Not a chirp, not a cricket from the side of KingPapey.
Tough to go wild when you're double negative. Is this what TK needed? Did they see to get in the head of them a little bit, and now maybe they take control? The entire house right now is rooting for Team Kaliber. And CTF might be one they can win. They could give Bose a specific job. Maybe, watch this side, play a little bit slow, let the other three work together on the offensive push. I don't think CTF's had a question. I'm very shocked they won the uplink.
I think TK have it in them to win this CTF. Hopefully they could start to build some momentum behind TK and build some confidence in their team.